So yeah, I am back with another video, and this time we're at Wuthering Waves instead of Roblox. And I know it's weird because I have a ton of Roblox, content in this channel, but besides that, because there's just no Roblox to there's no content to record in Roblox, like including in Type Soul. There's just nothing. So I was like, let's just record Wuthering Waves. It's been a whole day since this game has came out, so. Be warned that this whole video is just essentially me yapping. There's no gameplay, which I'm sorry, but before this video starts, if you look at the bottom, you'll see the like button. Make sure to hit that like button and to hit that subscribe button. And also, yes, I know I'm level 20. This account is my second account, right? I'm going to free play in this account. I've already completed everything that I needed in my first accounts, which maybe I should have just done that, but we're already here. So again, right, Wuthering Waves, let's talk about this game. It's been a whole day since this game has came out, and I'll say this now. Let's talk about the good part. The good part: combat is amazing. Who would have thought? It's Kuro games. I don't know what it is, but they're always top tier when it comes to their combat mechanics. And one of them, right, is PGR. PGR, many players, including I am, right, love playing PGR because the combat is amazing. It is complex, it is very unique. There's a lot of things that you have to put into before you actually just, go and fight an opponent. Unlike Genshin, where you could just deactivate your brain, and then after that, just M1, you do your basic skill and just get really very OP characters and just do the work for you, right? Where it's not very immersive, unlike this game, where this game, it is very, very immersive, right? It's very unique because you could do so much in this game. You could have perfect dodges, you could have perfect counters, you could have perfect parries. There's even hooks where you could even plunge, right? Like, it is crazy. And there's even echoes in this game too, where in echoes essentially relics or gear, but it also help you out. They also aid you in battle, right? For instance, for this, where if I press Q, right, that right there is my echo, where again I could literally change up my combos. And Janshi or Kung Fu Panda, right? Thanks to Gacha Smack, right? For that new nickname, I love it. But besides that, her skill, it's a counter, right? If you counter it, she fills up this bar, and when it's fully filled up, you're able to hold down your attack. And if you hold down your attack, she essentially creates a barrier for you, and it also heals. That's one of them. Her ultimate, right? It's essentially just a mini Venti, right? And then for Kalcharo, it's essentially like D-Luke, right, where you could change up your combos. And what I'm trying to say is that each character feels very full. Each character always brings something new to the table. They don't feel bland. They feel actually amazing, right? And for instance, like Baiju, Baiju's amazing. Is an amazing healer that you get, right, early game. And obviously, there's only 2 heroes in the game. But besides that, she's amazing. Hell, like, look at this, bro. Like, you could hold this and then you could literally change your attacks, which is amazing. But yeah, again, each character just feels it amazing. The sound effects and the music, it is top tier. It is legitimately top notch. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know what to tell you. Just play the game and you'll understand what I mean. Like, one of the reason why I really love this game is that because it's made by Kuro, and with Kuro games, they never fail you with the sound effects nor with the music. I might show a clip of Alpha, Crimson Alpha's alt, which is I love it. But yeah, those are the good portion. I want to talk about the gacha system in this game. So the gacha system in this game is, knowing Kuro, they're very generous, right? If you log in, obviously I don't have it anymore, which kind of sucks, but you essentially get a discount where it's only 2 summons, right? Yeah, 2 summons. right? It's discounted, and I'm pretty sure you are guaranteed a 5-star if I'm not mistaken. And obviously, right, once you get a 5-star, which I was lucky enough to get 2, you're able to choose a standard 5-star. And that goes from Kocharo, Genshi, or Kung Fu Panda, pretty much all this, right? This is a standard banner. Yeah, and you're able to choose that, right? You're able to choose it. The rates are up, and so yeah, which is really good. It's very nice, especially for its first day, right? For its first day, for a gacha game, it's very nice. Second of all, weapons. With the weapon banner, you're always guaranteed. You're always guaranteed, right? You just have to pull, and you're not gonna lose the 50-50 unlike Genshin. No. For characters, right, it's only 80 summons, and it's a typical 50-50 if you lose, right? Next one is guaranteed. All that stuff is very generic. This time it's 80 instead of 90. And again, the gacha it's not that bad. It's not bad. Non-Kuro, they're gonna be very generous. The next thing I want to talk about is the launch of this game. The launch of this game is amazing. It's probably the best one so far, because when you first play the game, you literally get a 7-day login bonus. Get 4 of this, which you could use again for the standard banner. You get a free 4-star. Yeah, and again, like, look at this. By just playing the game, you get 40 free summons. 40. I'm just saying 40 for free by just playing the game. And then you get a free 5-star weapon that you could legitimately select. You're able to select whichever you want for free. I'm just saying. And on top of that, these are all the list. Like, and you're able to try out the characters, right? The new limited 5-star Jian, right? You're able to try that out. And again, with this game, it is probably the best gacha when it comes to its launch. Well, how do I word that? I mean, I hope you guys know what I mean, but like, there's a lot of nuance that that goes into this game that makes it very enjoyable, which I love, right? Because obviously, I long for this, because with Genshin, I played that game for a whole year, and the game is shit. The game is shit. Combat, I don't like it. It is very generic. Obviously, I shouldn't be comparing the two games, but they are essentially, competing for one another. And no, not with this whole Genshin killer. No, each game has its own uniqueness. Like Genshin, where it is a very team-based orientated, right? Where there's a lot of different elemental, mix-up you could do. In this game, combat is very complex, which I love. But yeah, enough of that talking. Let's talk about the bad side about this game. This is where this game becomes very irritating, because there's many bugs that Kuro has to fix. One of them is literally the black screen. The black screen bug, since when you first log into the game, so many players, including especially mobile players, are actually having trouble with the black screen bug. And me, when I download my iPad, it's an iPad Pro, I'm even having the same problem, where there's times where the black screen will lead to a crash, and then it just gets very annoying. It gets very irritating. Even then, on my PC, it still does that too. There's times where it buffers. There's times graphics doesn't even load, which sucks, right? Because I want to have a full, I want to have my graphics to at max. I want to feel immersive in this game, where I could enjoy it. Because come on, bro, it's an open world, bro. You would want to maximize your quality, because it's an open world. It's beautiful, right? But there's just a lot of bugs that they need to fix, and those bugs, it's a must. They have to fix that. And now, I want to get to the story part. Oh gosh, where do I want to begin? The story in this game is 50-50, if I'm being honest. some people like it and some people don't. Personally, I don't like it. I'll say that now. I don't like it. It feels very bland. It feels unpolished. The story itself, it felt so narrow, right? It didn't have that type of like when I was going to the game. I was like, you know, I feel like the story might be unique, but hell was I wrong, because this story was not unique at all. It was boring as hell. I'll say that now. So many new terms just thrown at you. There's too many things to remember, and obviously that could be a good thing, but also a bad thing, right? Because especially for newer players like I am, right? Especially people who don't even play gacha games, when you're thrown into a bunch of new info that you have to remember, it gets really, really irritating. Because sure, you know, the point of the story is you have to pay attention, you have to read, but let's be honest, it's a gacha game, for crying out loud, right? Even if it's a story, if it's a story-based game, please don't throw so much info immediately, right? Especially in its early stage. That, like, story just feels very, very mid to me. Obviously, some people out there like it, and I respect it. I get it. Me personally, it's not my cup of tea, right? And there's even times where the characters itself, there's times where it kind of feels iffy. It doesn't match its, you know, atmosphere, and it's very hard. It's very hard to do that, right? And not many games does that perfectly. I know. Genshin does not do it better. Nor does Honkai Star does it do better. A lot of games struggle with that, right? Because there's times where the MC just feels a bit stiff, you know? Which is not a good thing. What else do I want to talk about besides story? Because this story, the bad, like especially the good stuff, and the gacha, and I think that's it. Because I really got nothing to say besides that this game is, again, I'm not backing down with this, is that I could say this wholeheartedly, is that this game is probably the best gacha game since launch. Like for its launch, it is very good. And the game is, if I were to give it a rating, it's a solid 8 out of 10. It's a solid 8 out of 10. The world, right? Exploring the world is fun, right? Because it's new. Every boss feels unique, right? Because they all have different patterns, and the combat is very complex. You could, you know, there's a lot of uniqueness that you could could cook up, right? But it's just, the bad thing is just all the bugs that I mentioned. It just kind of ruins the game. It ruins the fun experience that many players have, right? And it sucks because the game is actually good, and even then the story just feels bland in my opinion. As much as I want to say it's a good 10 out of 10, for now it's an 8 out of 10. Hell, maybe a 7.5, just because the story is kind of iffy for me, you know? And again, just because I'm level 20 and I'm not that progressed in this game that much, does not mean I don't know anything about this game. I've already pretty much did everything, and this is my second account. This is my alt. I'm going free to play in this account. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I know it's a different type of video. I hope you guys do enjoy this video. You know, I know there's no gameplay. I'm sorry. It was just a bunch of yapping, you know. But yeah, essentially that's pretty much it. If you guys do enjoy more Wuthering Waves video, I will make sure to do more. And yeah, leave a like and sub. It's free, you know. And I'll see you guys, I guess, in the next video. Yeah.